everyone. I'm Virginia Dwan, also known as Mandarin Mama. I host a podcast called the Noona Army Podcast, where we discuss the particular aspects of being a middle-aged BTS fan. I'm also a freelance writer and the entertainment editor for Mochi Magazine and the creator of BrAzn AZN, an intimate retreat for Asian, Pacific Islander, and Desi American creatives and influencers. And so you can check out the description for the links. My special guest, everyone's favorite Oppa, is Jeff Harry.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jeff Harry. I run Rediscover Your Play, where we help people rediscover who they are by playing more. And today, I don't know what we're doing. Yippee!
Okay, so today, I really would like you to check out more K-hip-hop, because I feel like, not that I'm like an expert on it remotely at all, but I think there's just a lot of good stuff that is not BTS, whether that's sacrilege or not. But so this group that we're going to be reacting to is called Epik High. I've seen them twice in concert. I'm actually wearing their merch right now. Are you always sleepless? So to give you some background, Epik High is a 3-man hip hop trio. They were a huge reason why RM and Suga went into hip hop. And their music is just they've been around 16 or 17 years, so they're considering one of the not founders per se, but they've been in hip hop and K-pop for a long time. And their front man is this guy named Suga. No, not Suga. Oh, I'm so tired. Their front man is this guy named Tablo.
Mm-hmm.
And you will love him and would love him. He's so funny. So he's Canadian Korean, and but lives in Korea now. He's married to an actress, and they have a kid. And he is 39. Maybe turning 40 this year. He's the oldest of the group, I think. And then there's 2 others. They don't speak English as well. They understand it. Like a lot of Koreans, they can understand the English, but they don't feel comfortable speaking it. And their lyrics are just deep and amazing and just thoughtful, which is great on its own. But who cares if the music is bad, right? But the music is really bad. So they're just a seminal hip hop group. And Tablo has a podcast called the Tablo Podcast. And Jeff, you need to listen to it. It's so fucking funny. He is so funny. And he's not only just really funny, he's just kind. And then to give you his background, he grew up in Canada, and then moved back to Korea, and then went to Stanford for undergrad. At the same time we were in college. He got his start rapping at Stanford, doing those Asian hip hops and the Asian student network things, right? And he got his undergraduate and master's degree in English literature in 3.5 years total.
Oh my gosh.
He's really fucking smart. He wrote a book of short stories and another book by the time he was 19, and they were published. I own them, have not read them, because I haven't read anything that was not BTS related in a really long time. But yeah, so he's amazing. And so he actually went through a lot of hardship. If you want, you can Google, it's I forget what exactly it's called, but something of Daniel Lee, because that's his real name. And basically maybe 10 or so years ago, a Korean netizen accused him of making up graduating from Stanford in 3.5 years with a master's because it's so hard, right? How could he have done it? And there was a big scandal, and he was it almost ruined his career. It did ruin his career. And that people were he was getting death threats. His parents were getting death threats because he's Canadian. he doesn't have to serve in the Korean military.
Oh.
So people were like, "Oh, you're just like a draft dodger," and all these things. So it was really ugly and really bad, and it was like he was suicidal, and then he came out with an album, like a double album, called Fever Dream, I think, and it is like it's like a 2 album. So one of the albums, I think I just wept, and I was just like. Is just so like and I've seen they're just so good, Jeff.
All right, let's watch it. I'm ready.
Right. So this is a fan made video, and because the original doesn't have it, so all right.
When was this?
Wait, what?
When was this released?
legend, baby. 코날 때마저 carrying daddy 마치 Lennon Kennedy. Co-train 부모 같아. 전나게 사랑해. Say no, no, no to drugs. 바로 대신에 open go go. 연예인들도 줄 서게 하는 내 음악은 proportional. 니들 머리 위에서 날 뛰는 내 랩은 더 떠들어. 층간소음. 난 세대를 넘나들어 그래 음원 차트보다 진로 차트에 더 착 달라붙던 내 이름 빌보다 백보다 뜨겁던 비보와 춤추던 죽음의 rhythm Man I OD 절망과 다 복용한 this is rehab 경찰과 소방과 신부와 털마사 싹 다 불러내 지금 Cause I'm back Fuck competition We gon' keep pop no passing I'm born fly No 공항 fashion 환자복과 lingo 공항 patient 난 sick ill dope like the combination of a big pill coke Molly Novocaine 선이게 Epik High 약 빨고 만든 노래 recognize Burj Khalifa.
The beat's dope.
Right? It's 2014.
Okay. Guess who's back? King El Chapo 이번엔 합법 모두가 벅가버리는 방법 I know 약밤 랩의 버스 이름 바꿔 Psycho Yankie aka Andre that's my name 집산 완전히 뺨치는 효과 damn 완전히 마탱이가 놀래 남쪽 아메리카 질감 볼리비아 페루도 안돼 찍어대는 생산량 그래 약반 랩의 완전 채책 손도 100% pure new shit 내 리듬으로 버무는 뮤직 진한 진국 flow 등급 triple A plus in my bling 이리 와서 말고기 한 점 해 내 목소리 한춤 치고 이놈의 양반 랩야 작작해야 내 랩 묻었어 니코 이 기분 새끈하게 미끈 세팟 랩라도 코를 찌긋 전국 팔도민들이 다니까 주가 성분 정력제 농담 아니고 내 고객 하루와 리듬이 앞반대 역시 거기 유전자 5월에 믹스 완전 직방 Rocky like jazz reggae dance 뭘 갖다 붙여도 결과는 힙합 Up in the sky man I'm feeling so high 죽어도 안 떨어지는 약발 Up in the sky man I'm feeling so high My high is epic 난 지금 취해 있어 에믹도 몰라 뽑는 brain 저기 밖으로 뺏은 원흉이라며 피해 망상 claim 그는 분들 때문에 구김살 생긴 강남키 당장키 내 너라는 식으로 내 주머니 센터 가는 양반 Don't blame it on me 그만해요 이건 모임이 한 번기 이 라이엇은 좀 짜져야 되는 의식 안에 전기 이 당신들의 엉뚱한 동기 때문에 한동안 좀 불쾌했어 내가 누구 편인 게 그게 그리 궁금해 정치 노름은 국회에서 다이다이 떠난 떡바다이 건들면 다 꼴까닥 허세고 우리 팬들하고 내 헤이트들 다 복받아 가라 와라 모른다면 날아가라 지나가다 나를 보면 사인 하나 받아가라 전화기나 꺼내봐라 사진 하나 찍어봐라 웃어봐라 셋둘 하나 해소 아 스트레스 해소 지하철 자유인처럼 다 생각하고 계속 이 짓거리는 내 태도가 너의 진실만큼 고상의 용내 이놈아 율레이로 나의 랩은 마치 볼리로 What's up? Up in the sky, man, I'm feeling so high.
That hook.
Up in the sky, man, I'm feeling so high.
That's scratching. Get it.
My high is epic.
Ooh.
What did you think?
The beat is dope, man.
Yes.
I want to see what they look like.
Oh, okay.
Curious.
So this they have a lot of features on this one, but Epik High. I've actually posted Mithra Jin as one of the like hot Asian dudes because he's thick. He's delicious. But the skinny Asian dude is.
Do they have like a music video?
They do. Let me look up
Of
a
a
song.
different song?
The thing is, with Epik High, I listen to them a lot on Spotify, so sometimes I don't remember the names of the songs.
What's up?
Isn't it so good? It's so good.
What's up?
Oh, okay. You know,
That Jesse song you showed me last week. Who
Uh-huh.
that be? Who that be? Who that be? Who that be?
is it stuck in your head?
I can't get that out of my head now. Who that be?
Because it's so good. It's so good. Okay.
I didn't think it was good at the time, but now I'm like, who that be? Who that be?
It's so
And I was
good.
saying that to my nephew, and my nephew was like, what are you talking about?
That's so funny. Okay,
Who that be? That's what I'm talking about.
It's tough because a lot of their videos don't necessarily feature them in it. So if you want to see them, or do you want to? All right.
It could be their concert, or whatever shows who they are.
You know what? We're gonna listen to Born Hater. It does also feature a lot of people in it, but it's
You're just gonna have to point out who they are.
yeah. All right.
Who that be?
So this one's Born Hater.
Bye.
Oh, you know what? They might have CC. So if you want to turn on this.
I'm a born hater.
So that's Pablo.
VJ의 감성 shit 다 보급형 blow 내 아류문 하생 shit 내 원래 성격은 이렇게 나와 문제 하나 없어도 fuck 'em so I understand when I attack 하는지 그 남자다운 척해 why you act like a bitch 버지고 시원하게 갈라면가 간지녀도 귀여워 I'm trying to love ya 어울리지 않아 뭔가 내 역설적인 삶과 무한대를 그려주려 쓰러진 팔자 너의 그 무익한 열등감 나는 무수히 붙어봤자 네 손에 돌 떨어진 그 사고는 네 부주의 내가 누누이 말했지 난 too sweet 난 뭐래도 일부 일처주의 motherfucking you and me I hate my haters obviously 이럴 땐 센스 형이
But he's not in Epik High.
Yeah, I don't like him that much. I don't like this guy as much.
그러니까 좀 닥치지 근데 얘는 쉬지 않고 갔었지 Man I'm everywhere like oxygen 애석하게도 네 엑스도 내 빠순이지 Stop talking shit like you know this shit 난 니네 feedback이 필요 없어 솔직히 너랑 내가 왜 해야 해요 맡기게 네가 나한테 보탠 거라고 마우스로 삽대지 Man fuck you 아니 fuck your ID 아니 fuck your IP Man I'm sick of y'all gigs 넌 절대 못할 여긴 this is your dream My beat was foreign and my bitch is maulin' Hey, some of y'all are born haters.
Is this person a guy?
No, it's another guy too. There's a lot of features.
Type 1. 내가 커비에 끝내버린 애들과 가까이 있던
It's a cool video.
발표만큼 없긴 에펙트 강함을 드러내며 전문가인 척하는 지루하게 긴 글. Type 2. 잘 안 풀리는 자신의 삶 전부 다 있고 한순간 분노로 날리듯 삶 그리 마침 내가 된 케이스 귀엽고 딱해 하지만 법적 조치 앞에 대책이 요망돼 나머지 타입 모기 같은 존재 공기 맑은 동네일수록 강하고 독해 살려두고 싶지만 어쩔 수 없는 입장 걸리적거리니까
That is also not them. Sorry. So the guy in the red is their DJ. Oh, so that's them. That's Mithra.
So that is somebody.
Yes, that's Mithra Jin. He's fine as well.
그 사이에 난더 인너기름 최고안의 트랙부터 순서를 매길 때 열 손가락 안에 꼽히는 이름 다 들려 너의 비아냥 내 성만 늘어 높아지기만 한 취사량
생사를 넘나들며 굳건해진 멘탈은 성지 모독으로 도약하는 내 딸의 경지 때가 되면 피곤한 이 바닥의 생리 이미 내 목을 노리지만 눈 깜빡하네 난 몰랐어도 빛들 사이에선 난 놈이니까 님이 18년도 쯤에 날 보면 지금 이런 말 못할 걸 포장된 성공 회사발이라는 진따들의 역공 날 씹어대도 바로 까먹어 붕어처럼 fuck em 박 위에서 나와 발라 데뷔하고 fucked up 실력으로 여기 와나 바닥에서 turn up 근데도 몰라 나의 컨셉 뒤에 가린 monster 텁텁했는데 잘 됐네 MINO Hughes boy 그래 내가 계속 손해봐 뺨을 후려치는 태도 비트를 먹는 짐승이건 수감 날 깎아내려봤자 가벼워지는 내 두발 일도 많은 내게 자꾸 열을 바라며 완벽하게 해내 시작 열받아요 왈가왈부하시기 전에 걸부터 보시고 TV에 내가 나오면 끄시던 가세요
내가 변했다고 해놔되겠어 내가 바라던 바니까 바닥에서 챔피언 가지고 있다가 피드백에 이해하는 척하는 내 고개 끄덕이면 비트게만 어울려 옛날 상식인 경력이 벼슬이고 선배가 전부 보여 시간이 번드냐 파산해라 얼른 보여 형들도 불러 사장님도 괜찮았는데 다리가 커질수록 내 심장을 졸려 힙합 죽이긴 쉽단 맞지 18세 감성으로 우리 10세들아 Everybody's on the set Commercialize the game makes you stay Showtime 맞는 말만 하니까 나를 배겼다 싶어 내 말이 자극적이라면 넌 바로 바비를 씹어 난 마이크를 잡으면 관중에게 들러 넌 마이크를 잡으면 비둘기도 잘 떠 Wow 여길 좀 봐 겁쟁이들은 알아서들 도망가 No doubt We're going now 내가 공연 너네들도 하든가 꼭꼭 숨어라 네 머리카락 보일라 어딜로 봐 스케일이 달라 여긴 motherfucking do or die Yo 내가 어디까지 가는지 집에서 TV로 지켜봐 Stupid Yo 내가 어디서 뭘 하든지 가만히 있는 이들보단 뛰어나 Stupid 무대 위에 똑같이 생긴 기계들이 설치네 한마디만 할게 That's no no 기부를 해도 손가락질하는 헤이러들의 한마디만 할게 That's no no Check it out Get the fuck out of here
So they have a lot of features. They feature a lot of people because Tableau and Mithra are the only ones who rap. And then the third member is like the DJ. He produces the beats and he's called DJ Two Cuts. And he's very taciturn and grumpy and I love him. So that one, but I feel like I mean, a lot of hip hop is like that, right? Even in America, like you have, they just feature a ton of people. And so there are a lot of, I think some of them were Korean American, some of them are all just the famous Korean hip hop artists. So it gives you kind of also a taste of some people's styles or flows. But
like the guy that was eating McDonald's. I kind of like the flow of the cockroach guy, but I was grossed out with the cockroaches the whole time.
So the cockroach guy is Tableau.
I couldn't focus. Yeah, but the other dudes, the guy with like the Nike boxes, I was like, meh. Or the guy with money, I was like, meh, meh.
So people always recommend this song because it has, I think, like it has people like it. It was not my favorite when I first listened to it, but now I listen to it because I'm used to it. But this next song is again one of my favorites. It's AMOR FATI. So AMOR FATI is Latin for, I guess technically it means to love your fate. So basically it's saying like, it's pretty fatalistic. It's either fatalistic or optimistic, right? Like you just need to like.
Wait, is there a music video or just?
There isn't. They don't. A lot of their songs don't have a lot. These are all B-sides. A lot of their B-sides don't have.
Got it.
And because they have like hundreds of songs. I mean, they've been around since like early 2000s. You know. Like.
Oh wow.
So Nell is kind of, I guess, a K indie artist. Indie? I don't know if they're indie, but they're like the maybe like Coldplay. But he just has a beautiful voice there. And it's this song, I love this song. I love this song.
love me 나 털어놓을 게 많아 고해성사는 없지 채떨이나 줘봐 Inhale, exhale 연기보다 욕이 먼저 나와 내 몸과 입을 더럽히면 hell 잠시 네 생각이 날까 넌 내 수면제 내 caffeine 내 virus 내 vaccine 내 bible 내 침대 밑에 dirty magazine I'm in trouble 우린 완벽히 맞는 조각들 다른 puzzle fuck 신성하지 않은 세상이 신성시하는 것들 They cannot change me Nothing can save me You try to run away from the world but then you run away from yourself and you don't 나를 믿어 눈에 보이는 이 순간을 믿어 The way home 이 숫자를 믿어 But they call me a non-believer You try to run away from the world but then you run away from yourself and you don't 나를 믿어 손에 고이는 내 땀을 믿어 The way home 내 심장을 믿어 사랑을 믿어 But they call me a non-believer 내게 약을 파는 것 보다 큰 악은 없는 답을 파는 것그 답은 나의 것 무지와 불만을 낚아 했던 내게 몇 배로 되파는 남는 장사 날로 먹지 수명 사명 띠누명 명을 다한 이념들로 양념진 구원할 수 없는 미래 한 점 위에 허기진 현재의 상을 걷어차는 만병의 근원 내 Hell's Kitchen 각자의 단골집에 새빨간 간판 아래 모이네 여기가 원조라면 집만만 고집해 파는 건 같은 독인데 제일 무서운 게 과식한 아이디어 타반기만 쥐어주면 상다리가 왜 숟가락이 안 쥐어질 때까지 군침 뱉지 맹신 피를 봐야 풀리 채기 You try to run away from the world but then you run away from yourself and you don't 나를 믿어 눈에 보이는 이 순간을 믿어 The way home 이 숫자를 믿어 But they call me a non-believer You try to run away from the world but then you run away from yourself and you don't 나를 믿어 손에 고이는 내 땀을 믿어 The way home 내 심장을 믿어 사랑을 믿어 But they call me a non-believer 멀쩡한 다리 꺾고 목발을 짚게 하는가 허기지면 독사과 쉽게 하는가 손에 손 대신 총칼을 쥐게 하는가 당신들은 깨끗한 그 멀쩡한 날개 꺾고 왜 땅을 기게 하는가 혀를 차고 손가락질을 하는가 죄 없는 자는 돌 던져도 된단 말인가 돌 던지는 건 죄가 아닌가 Oh God He doesn't love me I know He doesn't love me Well, neither do I. And neither do I. We are. It doesn't love me. Others. We are. It doesn't love me. The others. It doesn't.
Goodness. One intense song right there.
Yes.
Goodness. Whoa.
What'd you think?
The religious undertones are
Yeah.
fascinating to me. What I noticed from that song was like, well, first their struggle, right?
Mhm.
They have their struggle with religion, or I don't know, I'm assuming it's Christianity. And then the struggle between people, between themselves and people that are always judging them.
Mhm.
And then this idea that like, yeah, that they're not loved for some reason. And and that they're being pushed away, even though they want to be cared for, but they feel like they are, they ended with like, we are the others, right? So it's like they ended as like, we're just going to put ourselves as this label, and this means that we can't be a part of this, which is super sad because we don't fit this genre of what everyone else is following, based off of Christianity. Because I read like tongues clicking, like people being like, ugh.
Yeah.
Or, casting stones as if you're the sinless. As I can see, like, especially if they're pursuing their sound and their like music, and it's like, ugh, that is not Christian, or that is not our religion. It kind of sucks then, because then you feel like, well, I guess I'm not accepted, so I'm just going to own the moniker of other.
Yeah, I love this song so much.
Tell me why you love it so much. Why does it resonate with you?
Well, actually, I didn't always know the lyrics, and I just like the sound of it. Well, enough of it's in English for you to catch, right? And I think I just like the sound. I like sad, angry songs. That's a sad.
Oh, I know.
Angry song.
So explain the why you like this sad, angry song.
I just like the way it sounds. I really like the guy's voice, but I think it just, honestly, I actually don't even think I knew the lyrics until just now.
But my question is, does it speak to you?
It does, because it just, especially the second verse. Well, first it talks about like the sacred and profane, right? Like things that people he's not either or. He's not, he has both. And then the second verse
on the
is
duality, yes,
right, because I mean that's what everybody is, right? It's an artificial separation, and then but the second verse is what kills you. It kills me. Like, oh, they break your perfectly good leg and give you.
Oh, right.
They cut off a wing and make you crawl when you could fly. Like you were fine just the way you were. You were capable of amazing things. And then whether it's the world, whether it's religious people, whatever, they destroy whatever makes you great, or destroy what makes you able to fly, or makes you walk or run, and they hobble you.
Yeah.
And then they tell you to be satisfied with that.
Yeah.
Right. And then, so AMOR FATI, I think, is a Latin phrase for like the love of one's fate, and it pretty much means to like accept whatever comes to you.
Wow. I mean, I'm going to take this to a bit of a morbid place for a moment. But it sounds like an abusive relationship.
Oh, it could be, yeah.
And Chappelle said this once, that actually one of his stand-up comedy specials, where he was reading a book from a pimp.
A pimp?
Yeah. And someone had asked the pimp, how do you remember that? How do you keep your ladies in line? And he goes, well, he's like, oh, it's super simple. He's like, I basically beat them like with a coat hanger, like something horrible like that. And then I draw them a bath.
Oh my God.
They forget, because you treat them so nice, they forget that you're the one that beat them.
Oh, jeez.
And it's like, it's very like abusive, where like if I think of like the person that can fly, and then you break their wing, but then you're like, but let me take care of you now, as you're like crawling, you're like, hey, I'm the only one that will take care of you now. And also, like, you got a broken wing, so you're broken.
Yeah.
And then you kind of forget that who was the one that broke the wing in the first place. And that's a huge analogy for, like, what relationships people are willing to stay in and which ones they're not. Yeah. We're not just talking about, like, intimate relationships, like any relationship, a job, a situation, friends, of, like, are these people tearing you down, or are they, like, appreciating who you are? And it's like, ooh, that gets into some deep self-aware stuff right there.
Yeah. No, like I personally, the majority of the Epik High songs that I love are either like super hype and like swaggy, like Burj Khalifa, right? Or they're like this one that we just heard, where they're just like sad and they like gut you, and you're like, so that's yeah. And then there's songs like Born Hater that I mean, like people like it because of the different features, the flow, maybe what they're talking about. But I prefer the others. Sorry, you guys. Baby woke up.
Hey, what's up, baby? Baby, what's up, babies?
Yeah. So, all right. So that's 3 pieces into Epik High. So, what did you think, kind of overall? And I'll probably make you.
That was Epik High too.
Yeah, that's Epik High.
Wow. I like them. I don't know. I know them because I haven't really seen them, but I like their vibe.
Okay.
I'm feeling. No, I like how deep their songs are, man.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll make you react to them more later. So, okay. So please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Yeah, mommy's working, baby. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Yeah.